Pokemon Ruby Walkthrough, Part 7. Hey YouTube, this is Metallica Dude 69 here with Part 7 of my ongoing walkthrough for Pokemon Ruby. So in our last walkthrough, we got our first gym badge at the Rustboro City Gym, and we saved a Wingull named Pico from Team Magma. And we also talked to Mr. Stone, the president, and you see right there, I caught me a Zigzagoon as a slave to use Cut. You really don't want to teach Cut to one of your main Pokemon, which as I said before. But now that we beat the Rustboro City Gym, we can now use Cut outside battle on little trees like this. And right here, here's an item that we can grab. And yeah, so now we're going to Dewford. Dewford Town, is that what it's called, or is it just Dewford? We will see. Skip through Petalburg Woods. So to get there, if you look at your map, then you'll see that Dewford is in the bottom left-hand corner, and you have to cross water to get there. And since we don't have Surf yet, which is another HM, we have to go talk to this guy here, Mr. whatever his name is, Briny. So he's gonna sail us to Dewford in his little boat here. That's about like half the size of us. So here's this cool little water cutscene. We'll actually need him to get to the next town too, which is called Slateport. And we'll do that after we get done with Dewford. But for right now, we're heading here. It's not that long, but we don't have Surf yet, so here we are, Dewford Town. So there's a couple of things we have to do in this town. We're here to deliver a letter to Steven. Steven isn't in one of these buildings, unfortunately. He's in the back of the cave, but we're not going to do that yet. You see right here is a new gym. Now this is the Weeder Brawly, and this is a fighting type gym, so that's good to have my Ralts with me. So in this video we're going to not only beat this fighting type gym, Dewford's gym, but we're going to go and talk to Steven in the back of this cave that we'll get to later. If you talk to this fisherman right here, he's going to give you the Old Rod. The Old Rod, there's Old Rod, Good Rod, and Super Rod. And what you can use these for is for going to any body of water, and you'll be able to fish there. And right now, with the Old Rod, you can catch Magikarp, and you can also catch Tentacool, who's poison water, and Magikarp evolves into Gyarados level 20, who's water flying. So pretty cool. So here we are at the Dewford Town Gym. A couple of gym trainers. You see that the light is very low. You can't hardly see anything. That's because at the end of this gym we'll be able to use the HM move Flash. And the reason we're not going through the cave right now is because you need Flash to go through the cave. Anyway, here's this Battle Girl, and she had one Meditite. Meditite's a new Pokemon we haven't seen yet. It's Psychic and Fighting, which is pretty cool typing. So we're also having a little bit of trouble with it because I don't have a super effective move. It's neutral against with Psychic moves because it's have Psychic. So this guy has a level 14 Machop, which we've seen Machop before. So Ralts didn't have much of a problem with that. These things are really good physical attackers, though. Not so much defensive, but if they hit you, they'll hit you hard. That Machop likes to use Karate Chop, which is a move that has a high critical hit ratio. So definitely watch out for that. MINDFREAK took quite a bit of damage from one Karate Chop, even though it's half effective against Ralts because he's a Psychic type. But Ralts isn't really known for his physical defense, so he will take some damage from these fighting types, unfortunately, but he does okay. So here's one more trainer, and then we'll be able to fight Brawly. This person has a level 12 Meditite. Now you see I'm not using Ralts because Ralts got pretty beat up by these guys. One more Meditite, level 12, and last Machop at level 12. So this person doesn't have high leveled Pokemon. We were fighting level 14s earlier, but now this person has 3 Pokemon. So Mudkips gets up to level 17. Ralts is at level 12, about to level up to level 13, so my levels are okay. I'm pretty low leveled for this gym, though, actually. The problem with this gym is the gym leader, he has some high leveled Pokemon. We'll see that in a second, but since my team got pretty beat up by that last battle, I had to go heal. And we're ready to take on the gym leader Brawly. There's only 3 trainers in here, which is pretty cool. And you see, after each trainer we fought, the light around us got bigger. Now, when you use Flash inside of a cave, it actually starts to look like that. It gets bigger like that. But anyway, here's Brawly. Now, I went ahead. You're going to want to save here, too, because this is a tough gym leader. This took me 2 tries. It usually takes me more than that, but I got very lucky with this battle. So I'm not cutting any of this out. So here we are, our second gym battle, a Dewford Town gym with Brawly, the master of the fighting type. I'm going to use Ralts for the entirety of this battle. He's starting off with level 17 Machop. This is the highest level Pokemon we've had to fight so far. And there he uses an awesome move called Bulk Up, which raises your physical attack and defense by 1 stage each. So it's a very good attack, very good move. And there he goes straight in with the Karate Chop. And look how much damage. That wasn't even a critical hit. That was half effective. After one Bulk Up, he almost one-hit KO'd my Psychic type Pokemon with the Fighting type move. But luckily I was able to take him out with another Confusion, and MINDFREAK got to level 13, which is very lucky, because if I was level 12, there's no way I'd be able to beat his last Pokemon, his Makuhita. Now I'm sending in my HM Slave, yes, I named it Smell, just so I could use a potion on Ralts. Going into this gym, I had 2 regular potions and 1 super potion, but I used both of those in the gym trainers. So all I had was 1 potion, I didn't go buy anything, something stupid. There's that move you gotta watch out for right there is Arm Thrust. That's a 2 to 5 hit move, kinda like Bullet Seed. And it has some good power to it. With Stab and with Makuhita's high level, that will do a lot of damage to your team. It'll be really hard to ball this thing. But I'm just sending my Ralts, and I got very lucky here because he's using the move Knockoff, which is a very pretty weak Dark type move. It has a base power of 40. What it does, it'll if you have a held item on your Pokemon, then it will make it drop the held item and not be able to use it anymore. But luckily, I don't have a held item on this Ralts I'm relying on, or any held item at all, so I'm able to hit this thing with Confusion. Knockoff really doesn't do that much damage for as strong as this Makuhita is, and it being a super effective move. It only does about 9 or 10 damage each time, so I got very lucky there. Now Brawly used 2 super potions on me total, so he will use those, so definitely watch out for that. It really sucks because you'll get his Makuhita, it takes forever just to get his health down low enough, and then he'll just heal up as a super potion. So that gets pretty annoying. Now look here, MINDFREAK survived that knockoff with 2 HP. Now if I was still level 12, then that would have killed me, and I would be very frustrated with this battle. And all I had left was my Oran Berries for healing, so I had to do that, and he used 1 more super potion, bringing him to 2. So I was really unprepared going into this battle. I thought I had more potions with me, like picking them up, but apparently not. Now luckily he hit himself in Confusion, because that was very lucky there. If he would hit me 1 more time, then I probably would have died, because he outspeeds me. I thought about going for double teams, but last time, that's what I tried the first time, and that Machop just 2 hit KO'd me. He didn't even miss once, which is very annoying. Anyway, there we go. I got close to max damage on that last Confusion, so I was able to take his Makuhita out. And we defeated Leader Brawly, the master of the fighting type. Well, not anymore, because we defeated him. 1800 for winning. And then the lights go back on. Apparently there's like a guy with a spotlight in this gym following you around. And here we are. Got the Knuckle Badge. The Knuckle Badge. From Brawly. Yay. So now Pokemon up to level 30 will obey you. And he also gives you a signature move. We can also use Flash outside of battle. And he gives you TMO 8, which is Bulk Up, which is amazing. 1 stage physical attack and defense. If any of your Pokemon can learn it, I would highly recommend teaching it to him. None of my Pokemon can learn it, but there's some Pokemon that you can catch soon in this oncoming cave that you might want to teach it to. It's a very useful move. Even if you're not into using auxiliary moves like most people are in the main game, I would definitely recommend teaching it, because it will really help out a lot in these gym battles. Help bulk you up, obviously. Help you deliver and take hits. So there we go. I gotten healed up, and now we're moving on. So here's Route 106. There's 2 fishermen on this route. They will have both the Pokemon we can now catch with the Old Rod. This guy's a Tentacool, level 12. Tentacool is water and poison. Very, very underrated Pokemon. It's pretty good. It evolves into Tentacruel at level 25. It's really good. There's not much to say about that. Using it my last run through Ruby. A very, very good special defense. That's what it excels in. Also a good special attack. So, very good Pokemon. I'd recommend catching one with your Old Rod. So this guy just has some Magikarp and another Tentacool on his team. So not much trouble there. Level 8 Tentacool. The only thing is he will use Poison Sting, which has a chance to poison you. So make sure you have some antidotes with you. That Magikarp has Splash Attack. So definitely watch out for that Splash Attack. A Splash Attack will lower your defense and your special defense by 2 stages each. Raise Magikarp's physical attack by 2 stages. And it will hit you with half your max HP and then do damage of about 80 base power. So definitely watch out for that move right there. That is a wicked move on a wicked Pokemon. Anyway, somehow I managed to beat that fisherman, and if you go right there, you get Stardust, and over here is a Pokeball. Stardust is an item that you can sell to the shops for money. That's its only use. Anyway, here's this cave. Now this is where we're going to find Steven. Now, Granite Cave, I can never remember the name to it. Anyway, you're going to want to talk to this hiker. He talks about the HM for Flash, and since we can now use HM for Flash, he gives it to us. And you actually could have came here and got it before the gym, but you couldn't actually use it until after you beat Brawley. Now, this part of the cave obviously is lit up, but once we go deeper into the cave, it's going to get darker, and you're going to want to use Flash, but I really don't think it's that hard of a cave to navigate through. It's basically a straight line, but if you have trouble with it, you might want to find a Pokemon to teach Flash to. Unfortunately, not a lot of Pokemon learn Flash. I think Ralts can learn it, but I don't really want to teach it to Ralts. But yeah, it's not a very hard cave to go through without Flash. You can't hardly see, but all you have to do is just follow the path, and you'll be through it in no time. A lot of wild encounters, and you can find many new Pokemon in this cave, Granite Cave. You can now catch Makuhita, who is a fighting type that we saw at the gym. You can catch Abra, who is a pure psychic type, introduced in Gen 1, evolves into Kadabra at level 16, and Abrakdabra when traded. You can also find Mawile, who is a steel type. Sableye, who is dark and ghost and doesn't have any weaknesses, which is pretty cool. Like, no super effective moves against it. Also Aron, who is Aron, it's hard name to say, who is steel and rock type, which is pretty cool. And also Zubat, who is poison flying, introduced in Gen 1, evolves into Golbat at level 23, and Golbat evolves into Crobat when leveled up with High Happiness. Anyway, here's the end of this cave, and right here we found Steven. This is the guy we came looking for. I'm not going to spoil anything, but we will run into Steven a few more times. Anyway, so we give him the letter, and now he gives us his favorite TM, which is Steel Wing. It's a good Steel type move. If you have a flying type Pokemon, I'd recommend teaching it. Good type coverage. A lot of things resist Steel type, but it's good for things like Rock, Ice, stuff like that. So anyway, that's all we have left in this cave, and there's really not much more in this video, so thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for part 8. See you guys next time.